Good evening, Zelda fans, and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. We have the grand finals for the Link to the Past Randomizer Pilot Spoiler Tournament, featuring Dodgers Gone Wild, represented by Gamachu and Moogle Charm, and if you can't beat them, pilot them, featuring Relkin96 and 1UP40. We'll be getting started here in just a minute, but my name is Zeke Highwind, and I will be commentating this race today. Race will be starting here in just a minute, but for those who don't know, the Pilot Spoiler Tournament is a tournament where we play with a spoiler log. And in teams of two, one runner listens to the instructions of the other player who has the spoiler log. The goal is to finish the seed as fast as possible. And with a spoiler log in hand, those seeds can get pretty quick. These runs have gone a long way to get here, and it looks like we're having separate starts here, with bombs in Sanctuary. For a moment it looked like Restream still says semifinals. This is the grand finals. And it looks like we're going into Lost Woods and Kakariko Village. So in Lost Woods, what do we have? Something is in the drop-down. The big key to Thieves Town. That's right, we are playing Open Key Sanity. So seven dungeons have crystals. We need those crystals to get in GT, and we need their keys to finish them. And it looked like that was a pod key. And the Thieves Town big key was one we picked up in the forest. The big key of Tower of Hera in the back of the tavern. And an armor upgrade in the chicken house. Now, one thing that we won't be seeing from either runner to tell us is a map check, because that information is also in our spoiler log. And on race game, for Relkin, is our Moon Pearl. We need that. And it looks like our next destination is to go south. It looks like our next destination is to go up to Hyrule Castle. And we start with Palace of Darkness key in the Link's house. And a very convenient heart container. And it looks like our guards are on a magic drop pool. Meanwhile, Gamachu is going directly into Hyrule Castle. And since we're pulling up bombs, there must be something deeper within. But there is a glove in the first check. Both of these runners have to be careful. The only weapon they have to kill this upcoming green guard is a bomb, and they only have 2 bombs. But with that, they can save and quit out with the Ether Medallion. So a glove and an Ether Medallion. We can't use the Ether Medallion, we don't have a sword. But the glove does give us whatever is in the back of Escape. Which is a book and some money. And a heart container. And Gamachu going for a bomb purchase. As Relkin... Where are we going, Relkin? Inside the floodgate for a small key to Palace of Darkness. That's our 3rd pod small. Oh, money! Hoarder crabs give us 20 rupees. And a beautiful bomb mini Mulrum Cave from Gamachu. Meyer Small. And the red cane. Based on a comment in chat here, if Zora does have something, these runners do know ahead of time. And a boomerang from Desert Palace for a bomb, 8 bomb stun prize. Excellent stun prize to have. And it does sound like I have a commentary partner joining me.
Howdy, howdy.
So welcome Ricky of Kokiri, one of the admins of the tournament, joining me here for the grand finals.
Hello. Sorry I'm a little bit late. How are we doing so far?
Well, we have a glove.
Nice.
The highlight is we have very little money, and I think the Desert Small's on Desert Ledge. Oh, we're stealing the small key is what happened. Okay. Well, welcome you. I missed where Relkin got a Desert Small.
I'm fine.
So, I'm operating this with no spoiler log because it's more fun to be surprised. Wouldn't you agree?
Sure. Yeah, 100%. Totally.
That's a hammer blocked by the Desert Small key. That's a fun spot. I know these rounds have had a pretty good ways to go to get to this point, so...
Okay, so now we have dark mode access. Alright, cool.
Yeah, hammer blocked by Desert Small with a key steal. Always fun when you know that's coming, at least.
Yeah, totally.
And in the back of Hype Cave, we have a hook shot.
Nice.
And a flute. So, early Death Mountain, maybe?
Oh, interesting. Looks like Gamachu went ahead and went for that lamp in the back of Desert Palace left, while... Desert Palace right, while Relkin didn't.
Yeah, it looks like... Yeah, Relkin did Mini Moldrum Cave for a... Excuse me. He picked up Mini Moldrum Cave for a cane, and the lamp was in desert right side, apparently.
Right.
So... And it does look like we had our crystal trackers filled in at some point, which tells us some interesting things. We could have a flipperless seed here, Ricky.
Swamp is a pendant, ice is a pendant. Yeah, possibly.
And we are wasting no time going up the mountain. Which leads me to believe there must be Pegasus boots up here, honestly. You've played as much spoilers as I have. How often do you have a teammate route you to boots as fast as possible?
Depends on where they are. But yeah, Relkin's dashing up the mountain, Gamma's activating their flute. Gonna see what's in Paradox Cave now.
The mitts?
Titan's mitts, and Gamachu is not going straight up the mountain. They're going over to the east. Or, yeah, east.
This is the mode where you wonder how they're going to route differently to accomplish this as fast as possible.
Yep. Yeah, that's a fascinating thing, it's to see, like, even with the spoiler log, just how different the routing is.
Cape. TR Big Key. Gamma picked up the cane. I wonder if we have something in Turtle Rock that Relkin won't be able to get without that cane from Mini Moldrum Cave.
True. Oh, right, yeah, because Relkin hasn't been to Mini Moldrum Cave yet, right? That's where that is?
The cane is in the far right of Mini Moldrum Cave.
Interesting.
And as expected, there are boots up here. That explains the mad rush to get up here, honestly.
Right, but without... I mean, like, Gamma has a chance, it looks like, of getting into... Well, I was going to say getting into TR. But I'm not sure how much they could even finish up in there. Ooh, Pod Big Keys and Paradox in Hookshot Cave. Words!
Words are hard.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. They don't have any keys. Small keys for TR, but they just have the big key. So I wonder why take the time to go to this hospital this early.
Alright, and we are getting our Thieves Town big key for Relkin.
To answer a question in chat, it depends on the runners. At this level, yes, they are pretty close. So any little bit can help determine the winner.
I think we're still discussing the merits of skipping the lamp and not skipping the lamp.
Yes.
Which I'm not a fan of this lamp skip when it's that freely available, but
I'm inclined to agree. I mean, you were right there. It was just one room across. Oh no, that's all good. No worries, chat.
And Pod big key for Gamma.
And they're going to continue into Hookshot Cave. Well, can skip this. Thieves Town
small.
Oh,
not something you want to see.
Lamp was in the vanilla big key chest of Desert Palace.
Are we about to see a 6-heart Spike Cave?
Yes. Gamma did pick up the cave. Oh, this might be why Gamma went to Sasla to pick up that cave. Well, must be why. Question is, what's in here? Oh.
He has enough time.
Okay. Oh, it's a sword. Yes, answering chat. Relkin did not grab the Thieves Town small key. Oh, but there's another sword in Pod.
And there was a mirror in Pod.
Right. Love it when the runners take two completely different routes and get a fighter sword at about the same time.
Isn't that how this game works? But that's what Gamma wanted a sword for, is he can route from here directly to Skull Woods.
Right. Got the fire rod in King's Tomb.
And in this Bonkrock's check, there's a small key to Turtle Rock. Well, logically, that's a double mountain climb. And here are the rest of Village of Outcasts. It looks like we're going to pick up another big key for Misery Mire.
The big keys are coming pretty nice and early, which is interesting.
And our dungeon layout has very few small keys we actually need, too.
True. Oh wow, another big key, this time Eastern, wow.
Wow.
Alright, well, let's see what was in that big chest that Gamma wanted to get that Relkin apparently decided not to.
Ooh, Relkin is dropping into Pinball Room. What do we got?
The bow.
Why is it always a bow?
It's not always a bow.
From my experience in this tournament, I had 3 of them in there.
Oh my gosh. Gamachu picked up half magic in Thieves Town.
I mean, wouldn't you if it's just sitting right there?
Oh, heck yeah.
Besides, half magic to refill your magic bar here.
Oh, that's interesting. So, Gamma grabbed a small key in Hookshot Cave, and is apparently using it to just not bother going up the hallway to get the other small key in the pot.
That's an interesting... I like that!
That is foresight.
I don't know how much time that saves, but it looks cool on Restream. And ideally, we only need one of those. If that.
Right. Relkin is fighting the Moth with hammer and fighter sword strats. I hate this fight with all my heart.
Brave to go into a Moth fight and use the upward hammer hitbox.
Oh my gosh.
If there's anything I hate more than the Moth fight, is the upward hammer hitbox.
Yeah.
And that's our first crystal for Relkin.
At 21 minutes in, Gamachu got a bomb refill in Blind Cell from a drop. Which was really nice because they were out of bombs at that moment.
It's actually pretty convenient. Their stun prize is 8 bomb.
Nice.
And Relkin uses that flute to his advantage and mirrors and flutes to 3 to go back toward Thieves Town. And there is Gamachu's first crystal. And I'd expect next places for both runners, given the keys we've seen. I just learned you can hook speed off of that. I'd expect Pod and Eastern to be done here soon. But, now we have... And I missed what this check was. It was a small key to Turtle Rock. Okay.
Yeah, so right now both runners are covering checks that the other has already done.
And with Thieves Town and Skullwoods, you can just do them in either order, really. Let's see if Gamma gives us as much of a heart attack on the Moth fight, right?
Uh-huh.
the big advantage Gamma has going into Small Fight compared to Relkin is that half magic from Thieves' Tune.
Yeah, definitely. Chat does make an interesting point that Relkin basically is going to have to double dip Pod because they already made one visit, whereas Gamma could very potentially, if I'm not mistaken, just get done with Pod in one trip.
Provided nothing else is in Pod, yeah. 3 small keys? That's enough for Pod. And I forgot that sprite has a Pokeball for a bunny sprite. Both runners have blue mail. And Gamma showing us more hammer strats.
Right. Even though they have half magic with Fire Rod, I'm a little... Oh, there we go.
Well, to be fair, Vertical Fire Rod does tend to throw the Moth back into spikes where he takes no damage.
This is true.
And Hammer does do twice as much damage as the Fire Rod as well. To answer the question, chat, very technically you don't need to pick up a small key for GT, but if one is convenient, it saves you a little bit of time. Provided you don't have to get anything in GT. Because you can do GT with no keys by picking up the key to the left of the GT torch and then get the mini Helma key.
Also, want to give a shout out to our tracker, Mizuhiro Fox, for not only doing the tracking rapid fire as these runners pick up their items super fast, but also for handling the restream last minute. Thank you so much for that.
And, well, our command doesn't have him listed. Thanks to Ricky of Kokiri for joining me here in the commentary booth.
Yeah, I was muted when I typed it. I forgot that little detail.
There.
There we go.
there we go.
And thank you to Zeke for signing up when I asked.
Always a pleasure. Alright, and it looks like we're going to... Oh, that was a missed flute from Relkin.
Alright, so this is Gamma's first trip to Pod and Relkin's second. Which means that while Gamma is going to have to open up a few chests to get the items needed, Relkin is just going to go straight to the boss. Well, after a trip to the hospital, I suppose.
Yes, but Gamma's about to get a sword advantage.
Yeah, the sword that Gamachu is about to get is in the compass chest of Pod. Oh, and Relkin is missing a sword from Spike Cave that Gamma had.
Spike Cave. That is not a fun place for a sword. And something's in the basement?
Yes, but I forgot what it was. I think it's a key of some kind? Or... Oh! Somebody's counting the heart pieces.
Somebody's counting their heart pieces. I'm impressed. I mean, if you know you have a heart piece that freely accessible and you know you're at 3, that's pretty good. Especially if you can keep that heart count filled up for to keep a sword beam for the switch. Sure, it doesn't matter, but it's less quick swapping. And even with that, Gamma's going toward the basement at the same time as Relkin now. Piloting Relkin is 1-40. It is 40, and I'm not giving wrong information, right?
Yeah, it was 1-up 40, but the 40 has disappeared on some of the account members, so it might be outdated. I'm not positive.
But the player name is 1-up.
Yeah, regardless. And piloting Gamachu is Moogle Charm.
And Gamma had a cleaner room with the turtles today. And how have I never thought to use the cape to just dash through those?
Answering chat, yes, they do just happen to be in the same spot. They've been taking very different routes, but somehow ended up in the same boss at the same time.
I mean, looking at it, provided that they don't need another medallion... Provided they don't need another medallion, we're in an ice rod hunt, and they know where it is.
Right.
Oh, excuse me, I forgot. There's a GT Big Key in the wild, too.
That's true.
And now we run through East Palace. And Chad's correct. That could be why Relkin skipped the GT Small in the attic.
Right, because presumably they only need one GT Small key.
Well, there's the ice rod.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which leaves us looking for a GT Big Key, and based on key counts on Tracker, that's all we're looking for.
Right. Unless they need a medallion we don't know about, but...
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Relkin, you need to get... There you go.
Yes, and Relkin needs to get his cane from Mini Moldrum Cave. I have never seen that quick kill setup before.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I haven't seen it from that direction before. That was interesting. Is Relkin missing the Misery Mire Big Key?
Not according to his personal tracker.
Yeah, on stream tracker is correct. So yeah, we're fixing it right now.
And speaking of Misery Mire, it looks like that's where we're going next.
Okay, and Ether is the medallion from Mire. While Relkin is going to get Samaria from Mini Moldrum Cave.
Kinda need it in Misery Mire.
Yes. Well, we'll see where Relkin goes right now, but yeah, he only has Fire Sword at the moment.
Looks like we're going to Mire. I wonder if there's a sword in Mire or something then.
Potentially?
Or Relkin is that confident with Fighter Sword. Which, to be fair, at this level, they might be.
But yeah, like, Vitreous on Fire Sword is slow. And, yeah, it's going to be interesting how Relkin handles the basement of Mire, because he has no lamp, he only has Fighter Sword.
Yeah, this is an interesting call. You know, Gamma is just racing through Misery Mire.
Like, not wasting any time.
Gets the spooky. Has the cape. You have to be careful when doing spins here, because if those eyeballs touch your sword while it's out, they'll kill your spin.
Yeah. Relkin gets through the first room in the dark super fast.
I mean, when you know your dark rooms, you can do some crazy things. Oh, hi, flippers.
Wow, Relkin went through those dark rooms so fast.
Whoa! We're already back in the light. Now this I want to see, because this is a very low equipment. I didn't even know you could time that dash properly, Relkin. Yeah. And Scarlet in chat has timed it out. Relkin got through there only 10 seconds slower than Gamma did. In complete darkness. So, we're up at Turtle Rock. I think we're in go mode.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Medallion was ether for both dungeons. Nice. Convenient.
The big thing is, that sword out of Spike Cave has saved Gamma a lot of time.
Yes, it has. On Vitreous, definitely.
Mostly on Vitreous, actually.
Ow.
Chain chomps still hurt.
Yeah, but I am wondering where Relkin's going to get a second sword, because that is required to defeat Ganon. Gotta pick it up somewhere.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I agree with chat. Relkin does not have time to do Spike Cave at this point.
That's mostly because it forces another mountain climb.
Yeah, exactly.
And a mountain time is costly time.
Alright, Relkin entering Turtle Rock now. No, what's Gamachu grabbing powder?
Can't blame him. Powder is probably the best safety in the game. Free fairies whenever you want them.
Yeah,
and there's an anti-fairy on screen.
Yeah, as long as there's anti-fairies, and in the end game, there generally are.
Because anti-fairies are kind of awful enemies overall.
Gamachu not bothering to place a bridge. Just moving on. Interesting.
And everyone's favorite, three-headed lizard. Turtle. Dragon?
And hammer strats.
That's partly because I think hammer strats are just faster than Master Sword.
Oh no, they are faster than Master Sword.
And my preferred follow-up, spam all the fire rod shots. And that was beautiful. He used the spike recoil and iframes from getting hit by the spike to avoid the 3 hearts of damage from the stone head.
Nice.
And we're on a ride through the dark with Relkin. But he got it. That dark room can be tricky if you don't know what you're doing. And there's silvers on Trinex. Why are those there?
Okay.
Well, at least it's not Master Sword Silverless. You are guaranteed to have silvers in the seat. That's delightful.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a fast seat. Where is the GT Big Key?
Based on where Gamma's going, I'm thinking it's... Oh, well, he's just to Harry. Never mind. Ignore me.
No, it's fine, but... Also... If it's in GT, again...
Oh, wow. That is convenient. Fairy in a bottle? Why not?
I mean, with a fairy in the ball, that's a full heal at this heart count.
Yep.
I wonder if... They picked up a Tower of Hera Big Key a while ago. I wonder if there's a sword in Hera Big Chest right now.
Relkin had a really good Trinex fight, apparently, because it's already over.
Ricky has that...
Answering a question in chat, yes, they are allowed, because it's a spoiler log race, they are allowed to look at the other stream.
And an extra heart. Molorm just giving us some love there. And, well, since we don't have it, and we're just beelining GT... Where in GT do you think the big key is, Ricky?
I guess we might as well do the guessing.
They're not going to open chests, though, so...
Yeah, that's true, right? They're not.
I'm just asking what room it's going to be in.
Let's say... Rando room. Because Roken needs to find a sword in there, too.
Yeah, that could be the case. I'm going to go with one of my friend's favorite spot in this case. I'm going to go with Torch.
Gamma's going straight right.
Did Gamma just quick swap to Lamp to save a little bit of magic there?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, with quick swap and a very limited menu, that's a pretty heads-up quick swap.
There's the GT big key.
Why is it in GT again?
Ganon is very possessive of his big key. Oh, but Gamma's continuing over to the left side now. Probably pick up this key. Nope, still going.
Sword and... There's a sword in DMs.
It has to be a sword, yeah. Yep.
And with that, let's just go up the tower now. And there's the go mode sword for Relkin.
Right.
Just has to get his big key out of Compass Room.
Right, but that puts him at Master Sword with silvers, while Gamma is at Tempered with silvers. So the Ganon fight's gonna be a lot faster for Gamma than Relkin.
To answer your question, Chad, as to why Relkin didn't get second sword, because it's in Spike Cave.
We don't know where the fourth sword is, though.
Probably in Swamp. I actually doubt that there's a sword in the climb. And that's because if there was a sword in the climb, I don't think Gamma would take time to get the sword out of left side.
Okay. Fourth sword on pedestal, oh my gosh.
That's a nice arrow drop from Mix today.
Definitely, yes.
And how about 3 silver arrows to the landmouse? Yeah, this seed was quick. We're 47 minutes and we're almost done climbing the tower.
This might honestly be a record for the entire Pilot Slayer tournament period, depending on how fast they get through this last portion.
Honestly, most pilot seeds are jet. I can't say all, but most.
Answering question in chat, this is game 1 of a best of 3. So there will be a second game, which is currently scheduled for, I think it's Friday night. Let me double check that though, fast. Yes, game 2 will be Friday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Gonna do our best to get that for a restream, but getting volunteers at that hour on that day is gonna be interesting.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
And even opening the Moldworm's last gift for 10 arrows. The big difference here was honestly that Spike Cave sword.
Yeah.
And while Spike Cave is a slow check, and you have to route over to Eastern to get a cape for it, it has saved a lot of time for Gamma.
I mean, just on Vitreous alone, it probably saved all the time. Probably made up all the Spike Cave time on Vitreous.
the lamp saved about 10 seconds. Someone timed out. And, oh no, Relkin takes a Moldorm fall. And Gamma gets to drop into visit the pig.
4937. The lamp was right next to the hammer, so it was like 3 to 4 seconds. Yeah, chat.
Yeah. And then we only are talking about the minor time save, but even if you have Fire Rod, you have to switch to the Fire Rod in Pod Turtle Room. And if you use it in the back of Eastern, you have to switch to it there as well. So it saved more than it lost. And we are in Phase 4. Anything can happen here, still. We are close if that any mishap on Ganon is a massive time loss. But we did get a very nice triple out of Gamma. What is that spot, Ganon? And get your GGs in chat for Gamachu in first place with a time of 51:01, giving Team Dodgers Gone Wild a win in the series. They still have to win one more. So if you can't beat them, pilot them, get a reverse sweep on them. And welcome to the Dodgers Gone Wild. We are just letting Relkin finish up this Ganon fight.
GG's.
But yes, GG's to you too.
Yeah, GG's. Thank you.
And there's 2 arrows.
To answer chat, we had a 4th sword in the flooded room of Swamp Palace.
I told you it was in Swamp. I didn't even look at the spoiler log to tell you that one. And unfortunately, Relkin ran out of magic and doesn't have the lamp. So Relkin has forfeited in this run.
Oh, they didn't get the lamp?
They did not choose to pick up the lamp. But GG to Relkin and 1-Up. If you can't beat them, pilot them.
GG.
Alright then. So, Gamachu, Moogle Charm, how'd you feel about that seed?
Before I even asked them how we were doing, like compared to Relkin and 1-Up. Oh, hey, GG's, Relkin 1-Up.
Yeah, speaking of, welcome to If You Can't Beat 'Em, Pilot 'Em, GG's.
Hey, GG's.
Yeah, like I was saying, before I even asked Moogle, how we were doing compared to Relican and 1-Up, I kind of felt like the routing choices, everything felt really good, so I didn't even feel behind until he told me, like, yeah, we're doing pretty decent work, I think, ahead, and like, yeah, I feel good. We didn't make any mistakes, I didn't double dip anything, everything kind of went really smoothly.
Yeah, so I assume the extra sword that you guys got was the one out of Spike Cave. I just saw you had an extra one, and I didn't really see what was happening in the middle.
Yeah, so we were, like, as he was walking over to the desert area, or walking over the desert area, we were trying to figure out if it was worth getting the cape to get the sword, and they were like, are you gonna have enough hearts? And we were kind of going back and forth to see like where he might get a couple hearts to be able to complete it, and I'm like, well, when we do it, you'll have hookshot, you'll have boots, like I think you'll have enough. So we took the time to walk over to Saha to get the cape first, so that when we went to the mountain to get the boots and stuff, we could just clear Spike Cave at the same time. So that was our first sword, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty pretty good to work out, because like I kind of like saw all the different pieces, and I'm frantically trying to write everything else, trying to fit those into place. And I'm like, I just don't see how to work this out while I'm figuring everything else out. But yeah, so props for getting that.
Yeah, I think we were just lucky because like the big key seemed pretty free, and then it was just like, how can we get you that bow from Skull Woods and have you clear Skull Woods, like without having to double dip pod, and just it made sense to try and get that sword, so it worked out.
Oh yeah. So you guys had that sword before you even went to school. Then yeah, that would have been nice.
I think the biggest question I and chat have for Relkin and 1-Up is the lamp, actually.
You don't have to ask. Don't even ask.
Yeah, that was just yeah, I mean, it was kind of early in the seed. There was still a lot of chaos going on. I sort of misread or misremembered which was the map and the compass, so we were kind of scrambling to get the desert small. And yeah, so by the time we did all that, we kind of forgot, if we are going to right side, that means the lamp is right there now, and it wasn't until we were already out of there that Relkin was like, we could have got the lamp, and I'm like, oh crap.
Did you guys steal the key? You didn't
Yep.
try and paper Zora. Okay, all right.
That was actually be my other question. Where was the desert big key? But it sounds like it was on Zora.
Yep.
Yeah.
The small key was on Zora.
Yeah, the small key. The one that mattered here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. As I'm looking at my rupee count as I'm doing the front of Hyrule Castle. I have exactly, what was it, like 4 bombs? 4 bombs. So I'm like, okay, I could get all the way to Boomerang Chest to get the glove and Ether. And he's like, okay, use that last bomb for the back of escape so you could get the book and like 50 rupees. I'm like, okay, perfect. I could use the 50 rupees, 4 bombs, because we had no resource at all. So that 50 rupee was a nice bailout. It just, everything worked out nice.
So the boomerang was our bailout. That was in Desert 2, so I could just stun a guy and get 8 bombs.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even look at that until, I was in Thieves Town. I'm like, I got 1 bomb. And like, oh yeah, stun price. We got a hook shot. I'm like, oh, perfect. It drops 8. Just hook shot one of the enemies and back to refilled.
Are you guys looking forward to the next race?
I guess. I'd hope it goes better than this last one for us.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough race, that's for sure.
All these are tough. What are you talking about?
Well, that's fair. Yeah, these are always like chaos for the first half.
Yeah.
Stressful. They're never not stressful. I don't want to hear anyone say they're not stressful. I'll say they're crazy if they do.
As a player from earlier in this tournament, they're stressful.
Yep.
And I played both seats. Both seats are stressful. Because if you're playing in the runner seat, you have to execute really well.
all these, pilot seeds runs are always stressful. You don't know what you're going to be going into, like a 4-heart cold surf fight or low percent. But, luckily this one in particular was really friendly up front with a free armor upgrade and the early heart container. So, luckily it was, kind of easy for the runners in this case. But the next one might not be so kindly.
So, does either team have any final thoughts on this race we ran?
Not just, I'm just glad we managed to pull a win. It's definitely going to be a tough one. And GG's again to Rocket and 1UP, and as Moogle Charm as well. And thank you guys for also putting up this restream. That's really awesome of y'all.
Yeah, big shoutouts to ZeldaSpeedRuns for letting us put these restreams on for these final matches.
Yeah, GG's everyone, and yeah, looking forward to Game 2. Hopefully we can even it back up. And yeah, thanks for the restream, everyone.
Same here. Thanks for the restream. GG's.
Give both of our runners and their pilots a follow. They've put on a very good tournament for you. And big shoutouts to Mizuhiro Fox, who put on our restream who set the restream and gave us our tracking today, keeping up with these runners working as fast as possible. And like I said, a big shout out to Ricky of Kokiri joining me on a hot run through this commentary.
No worries. Glad I was able to make it.
And with that, I think we're about done here. Right, Ricky?
Heck yeah.
So, make sure to, if you want to see more races like this, make sure to follow ZeldaSpeedRuns.
And as stated earlier, Game 2 is going to be Friday night at 11 p.m. On ZSR. That's 11 p.m. EST. Make sure I get that part in. Also, coming up on ZSR on Thursday, we have a Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 2 tournament match between Skyward and Eris at 3 p.m. Eastern. And at 6:30 p.m. that same day, Thursday, we have a Zelda 2 Randomizer standard tournament match between Artia and Animus United. So a bunch of things on the schedule. Hope you all see something you want to watch. And with that, we're going to go ahead and sign off here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye!
Have a good night.